Hello, my name is METİN Arıdaşır. This is 291st part of explanation of my theory. Metaphysical physics deal with objects in vacuum. Arıdaşır, mind physics, deals with motion forms in matter without space. According to my theory and my formulas, you can define an object in its relationships with other objects in our observable universe, in our subjective reality. You can even create plural atoms in space and their relationships with each other in your head. But you cannot define meta-sensation perception matter with meta-sensation perception matter. Since there is no plural meta-sensation perception matters in space, since there is no space, no vacuum, no nothingness. Nothingness is metaphysical part of our observable universe, metaphysical part of our subjective reality. Until today, the physics always deals with objects in vacuum. My physics deals with motions in matter, on the other hand. Until today, the physics always deals with plural objects in vacuum. My physics, on the other hand, deals with plural intrinsic motion forms in the single meta-sensation perception matter. Until today, the physics always deals with objects and their motions. My physics, on the other hand, deals with fundamental intrinsic motion forms, lawmaker motion forms of meta-sensation perception matter and objects which are nothing but their effects in our senses. Until today, the physics limited itself to its metaphysical observable universe and always dealt with objects and their motions, interactions in this subjective reality. My physics, on the other hand, deals with lawmaker intrinsic motion forms of meta-sensation perception matter reality, their interactions, the objects that are their projections in metaphysical observable universe, in other words, subjective reality, life experiences, and the interactions of these objects. Yes, whether you are aware of it or not, the duality of life and matter is within you. You cannot have a physical science that explains observable universe with an intelligence that remains within the observable universe. Therefore, any physics done while remaining limited within the observable universe is metaphysics. Accepted physics, current physics, is nothing but metaphysics, and theoretical physics to date is nothing but metaphysics. When we look at the transcendent matter with our mind eyes, we see that we do not exist as a separate object in the transcendent matter reality. None of us in the meta-sensation perception matter. There is no physical differences. There is no space. There is no vacuum. Single matter and its motion forms. Intrinsic motion forms, eternal motion forms, eternal in eternal matter. None of us in the meta-sensation perception matter. We share only its volume, but we have no boundaries, because there is no pen with which we can draw a picture on that blank white paper, and there is no emptiness, nothingness, vacuum with which we can limit somewhere as distinguishable objects in meta-sensation perception matter, MSPM. But there must be eternal, intrinsic, cyclical motion forms here that will create orders in our dual reality universes. They are electron motion forms or electron-like motion forms. It is such a situation that what seems constant in our subjective reality universe can actually be variable in the meta-sensation perception universe reality. For instance, h, Planck's constant. In fact, I have shown you Planck's constant is nothing but angular momentum of any point, every point of an electron motion form's surface. And it is variable. Speed of light, variable. 6.8 times greater than the speed of light first and equal 1 cycle. Tangential velocity 1,884,000 km per second, which I said is variable. Electron mass, of course, when an electron motion form, all of them variable. All of them are variable. Where? In meta-sensation perception matter. Because of their equation intertwined that I put forth an intertwined formula. Cancel out, cancel out, cancel out, cancel out. We measure constant, we measure constant, we measure constant. Yes. So, how did I come to the conclusion that this meta-sensation perception matter and its regular intrinsic motion forms exists? I created this concept and idea in 1980 years. And I predicted that if I processed this idea, one day there would be changes in physics. But it was not important in that time. When I was young and I was busy in evolution subject. Yes. Later, if I had not seen the inconsistencies in light speed, I wouldn't have been able to detect the regular connection between these two separate realities. I would not have been able to put forth my formulas. So, for me, light became the bridge between two realities. Light is the bridge between the two realities. Light is the bridge between the matter and life, between the matter, meta-sensation perception matter, and our life experiences. But if you ask me, what is life? I don't know yet. Have a good evening. See you later.